Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Panzer Corps 2. Currently, the map is looking a bit weird. So like, it seems to me that Riga is here, I guess? So then I guess this does make sense. But these guys are surrounded. So I guess we kind of held on to this. I would wager there might be encirclement opportunities like that. Anyway, despite the failure of the Western Allies to open the long-awaited Second Front, the Soviets launched a huge summer offensive in 1944. This new offensive springboards from the earlier Red Army successes in the north, as Finland is overwhelmed and occupied, while German holdings in the Baltic states are attacked in force. A large pocket forms around German-controlled Riga as the front lines reach the border of East Prussia. In response, Germany attempts to create a new defensive line, stretching from the Baltic Sea to the Carpathian Mountains. Meanwhile, the investigation surrounding the attempted assassination of German High Command in June have uncovered another high-ranking army officer in the conspiracy, Field Marshal Erwin Rommel. Convalescing from light injuries, the Desert Fox awaits his fate at his home in Herrlingen in southern Germany. It's a very weird mission like this. Okay. As you stand before the distinctive-looking home, characterized by a very steep angled roof, you reflect on the circumstances that brought you to this place. In the weeks following the attempted assassination of German High Command, a whirlwind of investigations across all branches of the German military were launched. Field Marshal von Manstein, recently removed from command from Army Group South, was considered a prime suspect due to the very recent timing of his dismissal. But an exhaustive investigation revealed he took no part in the planning or execution of the June plot. His righteous indignation of the whole affair made headlines in all the German newspapers. Prussian field marshals do not mutiny. Practically all Eastern Front commands, including your own, were absolved of involvement in the June plot. But the same could not be said for a multitude of Western Front commands. The questioning and investigation of many of these German officers reveal a deep conspiracy, one that reached very high up the chain of command, all the way to Field Marshal Rommel. Oberst Wagner clears his throat loudly to get your attention. I sense your hesitation, my general. If it will ease your mind, I will do most of the talking with Rommel. There's also something I have not told you. I apologize that I could not explain you earlier what is about to happen, but you must believe me, it was for your own protection. But before all is revealed, I must ask the Field Marshal something I need to know. Oberst Wagner politely knocks on the door. It's quickly opened by a young boy, Manfred Rommel, who lets you both inside of the Rommel household. His son leads you to the room where his father is waiting. You find the Desert Fox pacing anxiously by a table, fidgeting with his field marshal's baton. There is a look of shock on his face, but he says nothing as he waits his son to leave the room. What is this? I was told to expect Generals Burgdorf and Meisel. I know your face, Oberst, but I cannot recall your name. Why are you here? I'm the Oberst, accompanying Ninth Phoenix. I remember now, we served together in France 1940. Yes, sir. I'm sorry that our reunion is under these circumstances. He grabs the baton. What circumstances? After an investigation by the Court of Military Honor, you've been found guilty of conspiring to assassinate German High Command. He winces visibly, but Wagner gives him no time to speak. As you know by now, many of your fellow conspirators have been already publicly shamed and put to death. Burgdorf was originally being sent here as a courtesy to you, sir. A courtesy? What could it possibly be? Given your illustrious career and popularity among all German people, there is an offer to spare you the fate of your co-conspirators. And what exactly is this offer so graciously given to me? I have with me some cyanide capsules. If you were to take them, you would be remembered as a hero who died of his injuries on the field of on. You're fooled, little Oberst. You offered to spare me from execution by offering suicide. Death is death. How can you, of all people, not know the difference? If you do not accept the cyanide, your family will never see your payment pensions. They will be arrested and charged with harboring treasonous individuals. Your staff officers will also be arrested, followed by a swift execution. Your legacy will be one of disgrace, and all of Germany will be harmed by your revealed betrayal. How dare you? You come into my home and threaten my family like this? Why? Wagner quickly interrupts Rommel. Why? You ask why? Yes, I. You're a traitor. Why with the phone? This is the one with the phone. Never mind. You're a traitor, sir. He hangs his head and exhales deeply. You're wrong, Herr Oberst. I'm no traitor. Then tell us, you who once commanded the personal bodyguard of High Command, how is your support of those who would assassinate High Command not treasonous? He pauses, collects his thoughts, then fixes his steely gaze upon August Wagner. I would never betray Germany. I would lay my life down for Germany, and if my quiet suicide will spare my family and the German people from the shame of my trial and execution, then I accept it. But I tell you now, High Command is not Germany, and the decisions of High Command have cost the lives of too many Germans. We have righted the wrongs of the Treaty of Versailles as early as 1940. Many times we could have made deals for peace. Many times our wars only grown and consumed more lives. The conspirators survived. Believed we could have made peace with the Western Allies. Surely they would allow us to hold our Eastern Front if we agreed to relinquish control of occupied areas in the North, West, and South. Why should we have evacuated our occupations? We have defeated the Allied invasion in Normandy the very same month you launched your attempted coup. We had no idea exactly when an Allied invasion would come, only that it was coming. We were hoping to preempt such an event, to make peace before such an invasion was launched. That we were able to repel such an invasion seems utterly unlikely, and I can just imagine how different things would be right now if the British and Americans were sweeping across France. And now that we have this victory, we could easily broker peace, from a position of ultimate strength, but High Command refuses all ideas of peace. He only demands more V weapons be launched at the Western Allies as they lick their wounds on the other side of the English Channel. So you're wrong, Oberst. You're wrong. I'm no traitor to Germany. I've fought 2 wars and dozens of battles for Germany, and not one against. I'm only a traitor to High Command, accept my guilt and the consequences of it. I understand. Give me the poison. I have something to say before that. To you and to General Night Phoenix, are you aware of the trucks that are guarding town exits? I know they're non-Wehrmacht troops. Probably there in case I was foolish enough to try and run. As if I had somewhere to run, I would abandon my family to save myself. Or would abandon my family to save myself. In one of those trucks, I have a body. I said, General Burgdorf, is that why he isn't here? But then why would you still tell me to kill myself? Generals Burgdorf and Meisel are both alive, if currently unwell. Just arrange for them to have terrible stomach aches, courtesy of some expired Soviet rations mixed into their breakfasts. That's pretty disgusting. What's going on? Night Phoenix does not knowledge of this. I've acted on my own volition. The body in a truck is Field Marshal Rommel. I don't understand. I'm not amused. A body double. He looks remarkably like you. So he just killed a guy just to save Rommel. Like, how? Not to be rude, but is Rommel's life really worth more than the other guys? Everyone told him that he was our own Desert Fox on the Eastern Front, but he died fighting in the Caucasus. That's pretty good, keeping the body alive, or keeping the body in good condition like that. There were those that agree with you, Herr Field Marshal, but we do not agree with your methods. Had your plan succeeded, it would only have brought civil war to Germany, as High Command's fanatics would venerate him as a martyr struck down by the same sort of traitorous elements that sabotaged Germany's home front in 1918. After all the losses we've suffered, and then the dismissal of some of our best leaders, we're not winning the war in the East. Our victory in the Caucasus has only allowed us to continue to fight, but we're no closer to actually winning. You have tried your methods and you've failed, so I offer this chance to you. Come help us try our methods to win this war. We need your military genius on the Eastern Front. I cannot be dead and leading troops on the Eastern Front at the same time, Herr Oberst. When Rommel will be dead, his body delivered to General Burgdorf as soon as you leave today. Your new identity will allow you to serve with us for as long as is needed to finish this fight. After all is over, well, we'll deal with that eventually if we live to see it. Rommel pauses for a long while, think about everything he's just been told. And my family, will they think I'm dead? Anyone who doesn't need to know this secret cannot know this secret. What choices I have today? Death by shameful trial, death that is a lie, or to continue to live and serve Germany? The answer is obvious. I will continue to serve. Just give me a moment with my family before we go. Of course, Herr Field Marshal. And Oberst, Herr Field Marshal, you're a son of a bitch. Thanks. Alright, that was a long talk. Okay. Oh man, I can't move them. Can't even deploy any of my units. Why are they even driving? I apologize for not telling you of my plan in advance, Sir General. Given the general atmosphere lately with all of the investigations going on, I thought it best for you not to know for your own protection. Truthfully, I was not sure I was even going to reveal my plan at all today. I may have just disposed of the body I prepared as a double. After the years of fighting we have been through, it is unfathomable to me that one of our own could betray Germany. We cannot win by destroying ourselves. That is the goal of our enemies. I needed to hear from Rommel himself what this rationale truly was, and what better time to ask him than now. If there ever was a time to clear one's conscience, it is when staring death in the face. When he explained why he supported the conspirators and then accepted his death to prevent the damage the public trial would have inflicted, I knew it was right to prepare the body double. And now that you know, it will be both of our heads if the wrong people learned what has transpired today. And for that, I am truly sorry. As I said, I kept you in the dark for as long as possible for your own protection. I made all the arrangements for Rommel to be attached to our command. Also, we should probably never say that name again. From now on, he's Oberleutnant Friedrich Fuchs. Perhaps not the most original name I could have come up for the Desert Fox, but I've always been a fan of hiding things in plain sight to ward off unwanted attention. I'll handle the transfer of the body to General Burgdorf once he's done soiling his pants. I assure you that certification of the body will pass all but the most invasive inspection, and I'm certain they don't dare to do that to what they think is Rommel's body, especially since they've planned an elaborate ceremony to honor him as the fallen soldier of the Reich. I will never say I ever relish returning to the Eastern Front, but I think this cloak and dagger business, it's already August by the way, is as close as I will ever come to that sentiment. Historically, Field Marshal Erich Rommel would accept the offer to commit suicide. He's made his decision to protect his family from reprisal and also to spare Germany from the scandal of seeing one of its most popular generals go on trial for that treason. Or for treason. He willingly sacrificed his own life for the good of his family and the Germany he cared so much for. But in this alternate history, Erwin Rommel would live on under the assumed identity of Frederick Fuchs. He makes his decision not to escape from his death, but instead so that he can continue to serve his homeland with his life. Thanks for watching, take care, see you next time. That was a tough mission. Bye bye.